Hello YouTube, it's your girl Elizabeth Adams, and today I'm gonna talk a little bit about my experience snowboarding for the first time in a long time. So I lived for quite a few years in Alaska as a kid, and I'd been snowboarding a few times. I don't remember it being difficult. It was fun. It was a good time. Go out to Alyeska and drink some hot cocoa and sled, snowboard, all that fun stuff. So I tried it here in Japan. It's February time frame. I went to one of the ski resorts outside of Tokyo near Fuji. And I don't remember the name off the top of my head. It's kind of difficult for me to say properly. I probably never said it properly in the first place. It was really challenging, right? So I get there, and I realized that I didn't bring snow pants, and the snow pants that I did bring were too small for me. I'd bought them at a secondhand store and didn't get past my hips, so I was like, ugh. I had to rent some snow pants there. They had them for sale for rent for a day, and so I did that, and it was about $40. And then I rented like boots, that because you have to wear a certain pair of boots for these snowboards, and I rented the snowboard, and like the snow pants were probably about $30 or $40 to rent, and then the boots and the snowboard was another $40. And then they charged me for each time I went up the hill. They were like, how many times do you want to go up? And I was like, because it closes at 17. And when I got there, it was already, I'd say it was like 14:30. And I was like, I'll go up 3 or 4 times. We're like, okay, we'll just say 3 times. You could either buy it like three times, or you could buy a half-day pass. And so I just bought it 3 times since I wasn't going to be there very long. And then I bought like 3 ski lift tickets, thank God, because I was like, oh, I don't really want to walk up the hill, or the mountain side. Really, it's a mountainside, not a hill. It's like I don't really want to walk up that far in the snow. I think it's gonna be challenging. And boy, was I right. Geez, walking up in that snow. That mountainside was steep. I got my snow pants on and I went over, I grabbed the boots and the snowboard. Didn't really know how to attach put my feet into the snowboard, and I thought it'd be really straightforward, but I had to go back and ask them for help at the front desk, and they did help me. They don't speak any English, of course, so I had to look up how to say please help in Japanese. And the guy jumps the counter and he comes over and he's showing me the little straps. I'm like, oh yes, thank you. I was like, I'll be fine, can't be that hard. It really doesn't look that hard. You know, I did try to watch other people to see if I could figure out just by looking at them, but I couldn't. I get on one of my feet in the snowboard like everybody else does, and then I'm just walking around semi-snowboarding, not really. And I go over to where the lift area is. I can't find my mask, so I'm like, oh no, I gotta find my mask before I go over there because I don't want to be rude or make anybody nervous to get sick. So I'm looking through my backpack. My backpack starts to come completely unzipped because it has zippers all the way down the sides. So the whole thing starts to unravel and all of my stuff starts to slide around on the icy snow out. And I'm like, oh no, I'm trying to zip it all in. At the same time, my feet are coming out from underneath me because I was still semi-attached to the snowboard, and I can't find my stupid mask. There was some people that were they looked like they wanted to help me, but they just weren't sure if they wanted to get involved with that disaster. I find everything, I get over there, I have my mask on, then I realize they're scanning a card. I'm like, of course they're scanning a card. So I'm looking for this little card that I have. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm slipping all over the place. I'm running into people with my board and their boards, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, come in a side. And I scan my card and I get over to the side, and the guy that's there monitoring everything, he's trying to help me. I'm trying to get rearranged and fix my boots and stuff. I'm just stress sweat, I'm like, this is not going well. And I've never gotten on a ski lift before, so I'm like, oh, okay, now is the moment. And it's just, you know, the ski lift has the little seats and it's like just coming. They're just coming by the numbers. And I'm like, how do you even like move fast enough to get, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be hard. So I start to like make my way forward, and there's this like random Japanese guy. If you're watching this, thank you again. I do appreciate you. You're very kind. And he was like just helping me, and he was like, okay, just come with me. And he was like helping me not fall and stuff. And we got on the ski lift, and he was just talking to me a little bit about how he skis or snowboards quite a bit. And he showed me some videos. This guy is doing like jumps and flips in the air. He's like looking like an Olympic snowboarder. I'm like, wow, that's wow, good. I mean, good on you. I didn't know what was to come. I was like, I'm sure I could do fine. Like, it's just one board. I was like the cockiness in me, overconfident in that. So we get off the ski lift, and he's like, all right, have a good one. I was like, thank you, nice to meet you, bye. And I'm on the phone with my boyfriend while I'm trying to figure out how to even like really stand up in this on the snowboard, and I like instantly, you know, within 5 seconds I fall, and then, you know, it's just a lot of falling. I get up and I fall, and I get up and I fall, and I'm like crawling with my hands on the snow on the ground. How do you even get up on this thing? No, okay. And like squatting, trying to get down the hill. I ended up towards the end, because it took me the whole hour just to try to get down the hill once. I keep on saying hill, but it was a mountainside. And I just really underestimated that snowboard really kicked my ass. I look a little crazy right now, don't I? Yeah, well, it's crazy times. Very humbling. I suck at snowboarding. It's pretty crazy. The powdery snow is popping up in my face, and I get really scared every time I start to go fast. I'm just falling over on purpose, and then I try to like steady myself, and a few different Japanese ladies like take pity on me, and they're trying to teach me how to stand up. Go slowly down the mountainside, and they were so sweet. Everybody was very, very kind to me, and I'm so grateful for that.
One example is this lovely couple who accidentally ran into the phone that I put down for recording these videos, and I felt so bad for being a nuisance and being in their way, and so I kept apologizing to them, but they were trying to apologize to me and just make sure that I was okay, and they were just so sweet, so happy to be out there. It was awesome.
Because you know, I had a good time, but it was definitely a challenge. And there were multiple times where I was like, I'm just gonna walk down this mountainside. I don't know what I'm doing. And towards the end, because I had to return everything at like 16:30, I ended up taking my feet, I like unhooked my feet from the snowboard, and I just sat down on the snowboard like it was a sled, and I just slid down on my butt on the snowboard, and everyone's like, I'm like, yeah, I know. I got my money's worth, I think, because it was just so fun, and I haven't been snowboarding in years. So if you are stationed out in Iowa or in Japan, or if, you know, you're considering traveling to Japan, I really do think you should check out some of the ski resorts. Don't make my mistake and go to Japan to go skiing and snowboarding in early December. There might be some snow, but really there's probably going to be more snow in like later December to February time frame. That's just been my experience. Sometimes it snows later in the season, sometimes earlier, but pretty reliably like late January to mid-February is like a really good time frame to go if you're wanting to see the snow. So that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about how it was for me, and if you would like to do that as well, please share your story with me. Thank you. Do good things, be kind to others, and bye. Now it might be a little cold outside if your lip gloss has frozen. Yeah. Woo.
Do you think the challenge of snowboarding kept me from taking cute pictures? Be so for real. You know it didn't.
I was struggling. I didn't know I could fall that many times in that short amount of period of time.
You're supposed to cross.
Oh, okay. Okay, yes, of course. Thank you.